Well, guys, we got a new toy for the moment. And by the moment, I mean this is not mine, nor is this my trailer. But my buddy's letting me borrow the trailer and the log splitter. I spent yesterday, got the log splitter up and running. It's been sitting for a while, and the mice had chewed through this little hose here, so I replaced that. But yeah, it's a Nolan Tool brand Power Horse 22-ton log splitter with a very tired engine, but she works. Hopefully she still works. She did have a 2-hour drive, so hopefully she still works. So the plan is I want to split some wood. And the thing is, I'm not splitting it to warm my house. I'm not splitting it to cook on. I'm not splitting it. That's pretty much the two. I'm splitting it mainly for bonfires, like having little fires in my backyard. And anybody who's ever used a splitting maul knows that's terrible. And after doing that for years, when I had the opportunity to borrow this, I jumped right on it. Because if I couldn't borrow this, I was just going to rent one from a rental store and then use it. Because for $80, probably renting this thing, I checked, for around $80, you can rent this for a day. And that $80 beats having to hurt your back. Especially because I'm 29 now, almost 30. I don't want to have a hurt back. I've already had little back problems in the past. I don't want to go through it again. That's rough. So, what I want to do is unload this thing off the trailer, unhook the trailer, hook this log splitter to the truck, and I'm going to take the Mini, and I brought my chainsaw, so we're going to do some prep work first. And hopefully the rain, it's just like misting right now, so hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, I got the old chainsaw, the old Husqvarna right here. I got some oil there and some 51 mix. I usually mix my own fuel, but I don't know where my tank is. I don't want to go. The problem with it is I don't use this enough, and the fuel will go bad before I get to use it again. So the 51 mix comes in clutch sometimes. If I was sawing a lot, sure, I make a batch, but I'm just not doing that much right now. So let's get the chainsaw ready. Let's get this all switched around, and let's get the Mini started up and warming up and get started, because I got to beat the weather. You know how it be. Good. It's a Husqvarna. What's that? 445. I've never had to fix anything on this machine. I am the spark plug. I've never fixed anything on this machine except for the little bubble, the little push thing, because it dry rotted. But the blade's sharp. I got oil here and fuel. So let's grab that. Can reach it. I did spark plugs in the truck earlier this week, so the truck's a mess. But yeah, I got the 50-to-1 for her, and got a mess of stuff here. Got the 50-to-1. Usually I like to make my own mix, and you tighten that up, but because I'm not using that much, I don't really like making the mix as much. It's just something else to keep track of, and the fuel would go bad. And this is kind of hard with one hand. Come on, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and get this chainsaw primed up and prepped and ready to go. So anyway, so got the fuel. Oh, that's a cool little strainer. Pour this in here. Plus it has some residual from the other stuff, so that'll be good. Well, not going to be running it that much. Yeah. And I don't know where all my bar oil is. I had some. I don't know where it went. So with bar oil, just run like a thicker oil if you don't have bar oil. You just need something to lube up the chain. It's not going to be as sticky, but it's better than nothing. Husqvarna's gonna leak anyway, so yeah, that's the pro of, I guess that's kind of on the Husqvarna. They always work, but they like to leak. Alright, let's fix this chain saw. Loosen that up, tighten it up, and you want to get it, I try to get it right, just needs a little bit more. pull it tight. Maybe just a little bit more. You can always loosen it up a little bit. Let's see. Just a tad more. I know I keep saying it. Yeah, it looks a little too tight. Yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough, guys. Yeah. That's good enough. Let's see if she'll crank up for us before we go and get through the whole hassle of this. She should. I bet she'll crank on the third pull. First pull, second pull. Let's see. Push, choke, done. Okay. Make sure I did it right. Some more fuel. Okay, now the third pull. Ah, there she goes. Take choke off. She's good to go. Let's deal with this Schabacle now. Let's see. Just how I left it. Perfect. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Pop one more time. Oh, come on. You're already turning over so quickly. There it goes. Come on, pop off. So close. I don't know how the battery gets so weak in this thing. It's got all good connections too. There it goes. Good job, girl. Alright, cool. Let's grab that chainsaw. Got the old chainsaw. That's all hooked up. Now let's see if she'll start real quick. Just so I can feel better when I'm doing all this work out here. Turn choke on. Hey, she's starting. That's good. We'll turn fuel off. She's just cold. Perfect. Your boy does know what he's doing with small engines. We'll take this, lay her here. I'm sure nothing bad could happen to her right there. All right, let's go. All right. Turn on the windshield wipers. There we go. Chainsaw still camping out down there. All right, let's go find these rounds, you know. Go ahead and turn her up. And in 3, 2, 1. Faster mode. And we're off. Chainsaw's camping out. Looking good. I'm definitely gonna pay attention to it. If it falls off, it doesn't. I gotta stop quick. so this is what we're working with here. Is this area I cleaned out a while ago, and some of the branches were hanging over, and I just broke them off the trees. So I got, you know, this big branch, this one right here. I mean, that's like, you know, still snaky season. I gotta be careful. I mean, look at that. I mean, that size 14 boot, and it's, you know, bigger than me. So things like that. I can take this tree out. I mean, that big limb. And then I got another one right here, which I think that one's more rotted. We'll check it out. But again, it's a whole limb. So, you know, again, I could just go, like these two should be more than enough wood for me. And then I have other tree limbs that I have broken recently in my previous video. They're in the woods, and I'm just gonna leave them. I'm just gonna leave them over there. In my previous video, I broke them off of those branches over there, and I'm going to just leave them in there for however long I want to. When I need them, I got them. And then if I need more wood next winter, they'll be dry all summer. And then I can do like I did these, because that's when I broke these. It was like during last winter. So these are nice and dry now from just laying here. And we're going to saw them up. So Mini's right there, chainsaw's right over there. I'm going to put y'all in a good, safe position. Don't want none of y'all getting hurt. And we're going to get to work, because the rain's holding off. But I only got so much time if you look at that sky. Let's go. The best part is it needs to come up a little bit. This is where the Mini comes in handy. that's one tree dealt with. Let's go grab the other one. Minnie makes quick work of this. Alright, this one's a little bit heavier for the Mini. Let's make it a little bit easier for her. Well, I guess I underestimated how much wood that'd be. That's a lot of wood, because I have rounds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19-ish rounds. So that's a lot of wood, and I want to cut more, but I have to be realistic with myself. How much do I want to do and how the weather is going to work with me. Now, if it was a bright sunny day, I would go ahead and do both of these pieces of wood. See, I still have half of that section and this section. I think what I'm going to do is just lay that over there with it, do this. Actually, scratch that. Let me reposition this log and cut them all, because I only have so much time with this log splitter, and if I have to do it again, I want to be able, I want to be a while. I don't want to have to do this like again in a few weeks. So let's go ahead and reposition this tree on this bucket and then finish cutting it. I think that's enough rounds. Let's go park the Mini, put away the chainsaw, go get the log splitter. Alright, we're in the Mini. I'm gonna drop this, put some air vents, it's hot, damn. And yeah, I got the chainsaw being housed. Let's go ahead and start tracking back. We are moving. Hopefully she stays right there. At least tracking backwards if she falls off. I guess I can't really lose her. And we're off. I think that's a good amount of split wood. That's at least, 10 or plus fires, I guess. But yeah, chance on the Mini is heavy right now. Open air, 5%. Need to get the roof tinted now. But yeah. Alright, let's fast track this. Alright, Mini's back where she belongs. We're gonna go over here, put this old chainsaw away. She did a good job. Definitely needs the chain sharpened. But that'll be, I gotta find where I put the files at. Alright. The rain's starting to pick up, so I guess I'm just gonna keep going until it just shuts me down. Luckily it's just like a light sprinkle. Tool away. put the fuel in here, the oil. That way I know where they are next time. All right, let's go get some wood. Like I said earlier, we're going to lay a tarp down real quick. Lay this to the side. Let's get her started here. All right, the rain is coming down now. You guys are soaking wet. We're still working. I still have these pieces to pick up, but I got a truck bed full of wood. I didn't even get all the rounds, but I just want to say, first time ever using a log splitter, this, I will never, ever, never, look at me, never ever. I will never use a splitting maul again. Not on my best day. I'm gonna rent one of these things every time. Wow. I'm not usually, I would never get truckloads like that, and I would have been exhausted from swinging the maul. So that is so easy. That is so easy. That rain is coming down though. So I'm gonna pick up the rest of this. I would like to finish that, unload these, and finish that later because it's getting dark now. I want to go home. It's almost 7. Is it? It is 6. Oh yeah, it's 6:40. It's almost 7. So this is enough for me today. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and keep going. Yeah, I sold. I got to get one of these for personal use or just rent one every year. I'm sorry. This is amazing. I'm so happy. All right, let's pack it out because I'm wet. My rain jacket's wet. Everything's wet. So let's go home. All right, guys. I'm done for today. I'll come back tomorrow, work on it some more. But it is raining, and I'm trying to be quick and get out of here. Go home. Go get Mexican food and go home. I think I deserve Mexican. All right, come on. Come on, log splitter. Go that way. That way. That cylinder is warm. Not hot, warm. I think that's fine. I doubt that's a problem. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. Alright, things I discovered I kind of want. A 5x8 trailer. With a panel. There we go. Alright, that's done. It's not. I still gotta strap it and chain it down, but with this heavy girl on here. Oh, actually, it's really not that bad. It's pretty easy. I wish they had a handle. That was a workout. Let's go ahead and chain it to itself to the trailer. Yeah. That way if it wants to do something dumb, it can. Let's strap her down. way somebody's gonna say it only has one strap joint, you're up. You're exactly right. The other strap broke, and all my other straps are underneath hundreds of pounds of wood in my bed. So we're gonna get rid of biscuit. The tires count as a contact point right now, okay? So a strap, a hitch, tires, 5 contact points. Real good. There we go. Dry. Alright, let's see. I get these trail lights in. I get this done and go home. So we got lights. That's half the battle. We're good to go. Log splitters on the trailer. Trailer's connected. Latch is in. Truck is full of wood. She's got a tiny squat to her. That's a good amount of wood right there. Boots are soaking wet. Pants are wet. Field's wet. Truck's tired. I'm tired. Let's go get Mexican food. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well guys, it's the next day and it's still, as you can tell in the background, still raining and windy. Well, it's not as cold, but it's definitely more windy. And log splitter made it home just fine. Strap's still tight. Got the grass from where I drove in the field. The only problem is it's raining and I still have a truck bed full of wood to deal with. Yippee. Ugh. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, you can see in the background how tough it is. One of those worm nests. Ugh. So, I'll show y'all where I want to put the wood at, but yeah. Got a whole truck bed. She's definitely got some weight in her and she's squatting just a little bit. But yeah, let me show you where I want to put all this. A little bit of key start for y'all. That high. final result. I got my gloves. My pallet's full. I think I'll just leave those other rounds there. I'm tired of being wet. I'm soaking wet, guys. But yeah, that's what she looks like when she's all piled up and stacked up. Looking pretty. But yeah. I got a few pieces here. One of these was one I didn't get with the chainsaw because the excavator had it weird. And it's like a really super long. It's like way too long. See, it's way too long for the pile. So I'm just gonna throw these in my burner and they can sit there and dry out. Truck bed don't look too bad. It's definitely a mess, but the tarp helped keep a lot of this stuff out of the truck, which is nice. It definitely needs to be cleaned. But yeah, guys, man, it's a mess back here. Chainsaw's good, nice and dry in there. My rain jacket's more wetter than the truck is. My gloves are wet. But I'm calling it, guys. Thank you for watching my log splitting video. Make sure you like and subscribe at the end. And I appreciate y'all watching. Till next time. See ya.